Welcome to the Shut the Funk Up podcast. I am the well-fed boy, and as always, I am delighted to be joined by
Jaylit the Kid. What it do?
How is everybody doing out there? Episode 150. Is that that warrants a reggae horn?
Well, in post, can you throw a reggae horn in there?
Oh,
you
wow!
See how I just did that?
Wow! See, Jordan. What you guys don't know, a little peek into behind the curtains here. Jordan just got on me. Maybe I'll leave it in post. But Jordan just got on me because I said I was referring to doing something in post, and if some of you out there don't know, doing something in post when you're doing recording and editing means you're doing it post production.
Yes.
You say you're doing it. I'll do it in post. I'll put it in post. I'll take it out in post. And Jordan got on me. He's like, "Oh, you think you're so cool using it like in post?" And then I immediately started the podcast right after saying welcome, and then took no more than 5 seconds to re-dog.
Mm-hmm.
Re-raw dog.
Yep, that's what I do.
So episode 150, how's everybody doing out there? We had some good weekends this week. We'll talk about it. Jordan will give us his always very fun wedding reviews. It's becoming a thing now, I think, is Jordan's wedding reviews. I think that's like a segment now. This has got to be like number 8.
Oh, yeah, easy.
You know what I mean?
But here's the crazy part, is I think we're just entering that phase of life.
It's slowing down?
Oh, no. It's slowed down. I don't know. I don't think we have another one on the docket.
I thought about, it's so funny you said that because
there was years where I went to 6.
Yeah.
Oh, no, 6. I think one year I went to 8 weddings.
Yeah, yeah. I thought about it literally the other day about how, because I have one on the docket for September, my cousin's wedding, up in the D. Shout out to Jack and Olivia. And I was like, that's the last one, and I was like, ooh, and then I started thinking about people. I was like, that might be the last one for good men, because I don't have anybody that I know. Everyone's already locked up.
It's the locked up where now it's just the big D's. So now it's the divorces.
The big D. Yeah, that's right. Oh,
we've moved out of like attending weddings to now we get the phone call Friday night. They're a couple beers in and they're like, got some news to tell you.
Yeah, and you and your boy do the same thing that you do at a wedding. You go get some food.
Yep.
You celebrate. You do a little dancing.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like everything that you do there, you're doing there with the boy.
Yeah. So that's that's the phase I think we've now entered, sadly.
Or in your case, if you get the big D, I'll be doing that with the girl, because I'm going with her. If you guys ever get divorced, I know it's because of something you did, and I have to go with her, and that's on you.
Wait.
Just saying.
Wait. You're assuming down the road that when it happens, it's definitely because of something I did.
1,000 and probably shady, because there's no way you would just do it over some dumb shit. If Jordan's gonna do it, he's gonna do it over some shady, sketchy, squirrely shit.
So, do you have me like facing 20 years in Fed time because I did some embezzling?
There you go.
Like, not just like, I cheated or
no.
something like that.
Oh, God, it wouldn't be cheating.
Like, I'm going to do serious Fed time.
You're doing something that no one could have seen coming.
I faked my death for an insurance fraud and then thought I could somehow, like, come back after I've claimed the money.
Yeah, you opened up so many, like, multiple type of investment or bank accounts or some type of fake business in your daughter's name.
Shell corporation.
In your daughter's name. And it fucked her whole entire life up. You know what I mean? You're out.
Okay, yeah.
Ellie's like, you're out.
So you have me just being an absolute, like, maybe cunning, but, like, real piece of shit.
Yeah, gotta go with her. Hey, what are we doing tonight, boo-boo? We dancing? We going for some food and some drinks?
Okay.
Gotta celebrate cool. the D.
That's fine. She likes nachos.
Don't tell me what to get. Oh, you just text me. Hey, I know that we got divorced, and I know you're probably taking Ellie out this week. So
I know Friday
she
night
likes nachos. Grab her a margarita. Usually with those. What would be it? Actually, you tell me now. Where does she want to go dancing? What am I ordering her? And what?
She's not. Drink? She doesn't want to go dancing in like the salsa club. She wants you to take her to a good music show.
Okay.
And beforehand, you're definitely probably getting like a cho, and she's back out there and like on the market So she's going with a standard. You know what? She's gonna go revert back to her college days.
Oh, here we go.
And go like mango Gatorade, and she's at the Ritz.
Oh, can't wait. Wait, I mean, okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Sorry, babe.
That was good. Let's get into the episode though, and tell me what you thought about the Riot Girl band Bikini Kill.
Nah.
I knew it.
But
I knew it.
Le Tigre?
Yeah, I
Loved that.
I gave you a little bit of Le Tigre in there because Le Tigre is a little bit entwined with the band, and also they deserve a little bit of respect, but they're not a peacock, so I just attached them.
I knew also that like this was you felt like you had to do maybe this peacock, but you can tell by the length and girth of the playlist that you provided that there wasn't a lot of meat there.
It was more of like them being pioneers of something.
Yes, they're more of in the pioneering category because like first off, you're already setting a very high bar when it comes to punk because I'm not like really into that.
Yes.
So for me to enjoy it, it was already probably a very low possibility. Understand why they're there. Kudos. Le Tigre stuff, cool. Bikini Kill. Yeah.
There you go. Then that's the review. And that's the review. So check out Bikini Kill, everybody.
Yeah.
That was last week's Peacock. It was a feminist punk rock all-girl group.
Love the women.
Yeah, we go. Hey, we are allies, right?
We are.
Is that what we say?
Yeah.
I think so. That sounded right.
We stand beside you, not behind you.
Never. We did a lot of in front of you.
We did a lot of in front of you.
But now
and we won't stand behind you. But we will not stand behind you. But we will stand arm in arm.
Arm in arm with you.
With you.
Yep. There we go. Let's get into this week's ear candy, and I need you to talk to me about yours first because I did not know this track or the person.
Really?
Yes.
So this was her name is Victoria Monet.
Yeah.
It's so last week I give you just the Meet the Sixers, just fat boy, kind of like maybe the new Biggie, Texas boy,
jumping.
The who does Jay think he is?
The
rap song.
Yeah.
And this week, see, this is the duality.
Big pun the X. Big pun the X.
This is the duality.
Or big plug the X. Or
Big X the plug.
Big X the plug. I'll get it one of these days. I'll get it.
Have you checked any of his other stuff out?
Only the other one.
Okay.
I'm
gonna send you a couple just for you to nibble on.
Yeah. Send me a
I'm
little.
gonna let you
send me some Houston,
nibble.
some Texas barbecue.
Done.
Okay.
Now it's gonna come in a very greasy to-go box.
Okay.
As you know. But this week I went more neo R&B, which is interesting because honestly, my R&B playlist at like that I have and made like just stopped at a certain point with like me adding any real new stuff to it. Mm-hmm. And this is kind of one that I was like, oh, this shit's new, this shit's fresh. Wifey showed it to me.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, this is a dope song. So this is called Go There With You by Victoria Monet. Did you like it, though?
Did I press play, though? What's it say? I can't read.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. It had some sexy lyrics in there too.
Oh yeah.
You know,
she's trying to get laid today.
Yeah.
And that's honestly kind of like,
nothing better.
I've, as you know, I've been making the 90s slow wine and grind playlist, but that's like the old 90s kind of like, we're kind of like dipping low and, grinding on the dance floor 90s style. This is more contemporary R&B.
Yeah, right. Well, it's the 90s. See, for all these, these youngins out there that don't know, back in the 90s, you dipped your toe in it. You got a little bit, on the lyric side, dropping hints, maybe just outwardly saying, yo, I want to get laid today. It's not like how it is now when we got that wet ass pussy. Okay, we don't just like, how the girls are out here now. They just say, hey, yo, I want you to break the back out and then rip my leg off and start chewing on it.
See, I love that about the female hip hop.
I know, so do I.
What a great visual. But that's like they've claimed their own sexuality to be like,
yeah,
fuck you. Like, I'm gonna talk about this shit, and it's some nasty ass shit. And
I call it erotic rap.
Yeah,
that's an erotic rap.
Yeah, I'm cool with that though.
Yeah, no. I was making a joke.
Yeah.
So my ear candy this week is...
What do you got?
Is a band... I already forgot it. What is it? It's something... Breakfast. You. Moonlight Breakfast? Yeah, so
that's the band, yeah.
Moonlight Breakfast called... We Walking?
Keep Walking.
Keep Walking. I found this song last week on my Thursday night digs because, as you know, actually I haven't been doing them a lot lately, but I did it last Thursday, where I stayed up till midnight.
Okay. On a school night, crazy.
On a school night because I wanted to listen to like the new music that comes out at midnight every Thursday.
It's wild to me.
I know. I only do it now when like my Friday.
Because it's not like you had to stay up till 12. You had to stay up till 12 just to start the list.
Just to start, and that's another like usually an hour.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're wild.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I only do it. Whatever. I'm not explaining to you when I only do it. So, so I found this band came out with new music. And it was on the and I was like, and I listened to that album and I liked a lot of things on it. And then I was like, well, let me see the other stuff that they had. And they had this was another song, another single that came out. I want to say a couple years back now because it's not like new. And it's called "Keep Walking" by Moonlight Pleasure. Right?
Moonlight Breakfast.
Moonlight Breakfast. I don't know why. It's the song you played before that makes me want to sexualize it.
That's because we were fucking grinding, bro.
Oh.
That song that I was 4 years old.
4?
Yeah. Fucking album. I think I'm gonna have to listen to this album. She's got Lucky Day on it, Buju Band. Earth, Wind & Fire.
It's just his birthday.
Buju?
Yeah, he's turned like 60 or something crazy. Love National Love.
Summer sweet, don't sugarcoat it. No,
Guess what I learned this week?
I need to know it. Do you,
Stephen A. Sound.
do you like me? Or would you wanna be like me? Keep walking, keep moving on. People keep talking. I'm going strong. I don't get distracted. I'm on a roll. I'm moving on. Bring me my throne. You like my hair, you like my attitude, like how I dress.
Yeah, so that's Moonlight Breakfast. Keep Walking. Little new age, funky, electronic, indie dance pop for you with a female singing. So we always love that.
Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
Yeah, I was digging that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, they're good. So Jordan, what did you learn this week besides that it was Buju Banton's birthday?
Happy birthday, Buju. What I learned this week is, and I'm going to tease more of the discussion for a little bit later in the episode, but what I learned this week was actually maybe my favorite part of the wedding, which I did try to also FaceTime you for, and you did not answer the call.
When was it?
It was
I'm about to say, what was I doing?
Saturday morning,
Oh.
9:30 a.m.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Yeah.
So the event of that morning is called the Barat.
Okay.
And the Barat is back in the day in India when, or maybe even now, when you get married, normally the ceremony and usually like the whole thing is at the bride's parents' house.
Okay.
And so what the Barat is, and it's not technically like a religious thing, but it's something that the groom and all of his family and all his people do, and they basically have like a second line music dance parade
Okay.
from wherever, their house or wherever, and show up and bring him to the bride's parents' house and be like, yo, we're trying to start this wedding off right. We're gonna party,
Right.
and then we're handing him over to like kind of let him go do his thing.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so
Okay.
we showed up dressed to the nines. We pull up to the hotel 9 a.m. Get there nice and early. I got a like a Hallmark gift bag full of beers that I brought from my fridge, and the whole squad is just together in the front, the foyer at the hotel. This is at Margaritaville, as you do.
Right.
And the DJ pulled up and had basically like a generator with a DJ booth and a big ass fucking speaker, just like kind of like, you know how you take your luggage and just like lean it over, it's on wheels when you're in the airport. It was like that.
Okay.
And he just had a mic.
Okay.
And basically
Okay.
we popped out of the hotel and we're like 100 deep at this
Holy
point.
shit. Okay.
And you know, I'm thinking, oh, this is gonna be mostly like traditional like Indian music.
Were they turning up?
Yo.
Were they just dropping just,
Just nasty hip hop. He clearly
Yeah.
he
They got
clearly
Rick Ross and that 50 Cent.
like Wiz Khalifa, We Dem Boys came on, and we just
shit.
everyone had beers in their hand,
go.
and we're just dancing up the side of the hotel towards the beach, which is basically in the back of the hotel. Then we get to the back where it's the Hollywood Broadwalk, and we're on the Broadwalk drinking beers at 9:30 a.m.
Bumping.
dancing, bumping music way too loud for anyone's business. And
Hell
every
yeah.
white person that's either running, biking, walking on the beach is coming up. The Karen's
Pissed?
asking us just what's going on.
Oh.
Taking the phones out, getting that
Yeah.
social media
Yeah,
content.
yeah.
We were the content
You
factory
were
for these people.
absolutely churning out content.
So then, like, we turn the corner and there's a fucking table with little snacks and coconuts with straws in them just set up.
Oh.
Just, hey, I know it's
Oh.
hot out here. How about a little hydration?
Hey, here.
Here you go.
Hell yeah.
Then we keep going and we get around the back side of the hotel to the back corner, and this is where we stop. Because at this point, horse stuff.
Horse stuff. Poop.
No.
Oh.
Horse ready to
So
go.
we had horses.
Horses
So
to-
no elephant, we had horses.
Horses to be mounted. One horse. Singular horse.
I'm about to say 100 horses is some
Single
absolute
horse.
Darth Racky shit.
And I'm gonna show you the photo for my angle, but so you can also just see the hats in the foreground. And this is Mikey as he's mounted said horse.
Holy shit.
Fist in the air like he's about to lead us into battle.
Oh my god, yeah. He definitely had, he's got the fist in the air like Trump after getting shot in the air. Fight, fight, fight.
That's exactly
That's-
what I
that
think
is
he was
exact-
yelling. I
that's
think he
that.
was yelling that. I swear to
Did
God.
you see it? Did he pop a couple fights off?
He definitely
Okay.
popped a couple fights
I
off.
like that. Okay. Bro, that's a badass fucking thing right there.
I also forgot to mention this whole time, not only is the DJ popping off with these beats, but there's like the drum that you it's bigger than a djembe. You like kind of sling it over your belly and you hit both sides. And there's this guy just dropping the nastiest drum beats. So
over the beat. He's just double drumming.
double drumming to all the beats and like just adding extra shit to it.
Overdubbing, dude.
Super dope.
Shit. That's so tight.
Then we get back to the front of the hotel, and that's where like her family is like, this is where we wait. And we turn the corner.
This is where we wait.
And we turn the corner, all of us in front of him, dancing because of the horse and stuff. So we're dancing in front of him. The beats dropping. There's like a porte-cochere over the top, so it's echoing super fucking loud.
Yeah.
We're definitely waking white people up.
Right.
People from Iowa that are trying to sleep in. What in tarnation,
dude?
Debbie?
Dude, you're bumping during like Benedict hours. Like eggs Benedicts are happening, and you're bumping.
Yeah,
dude, you're bumping Bennies.
Yeah, we're bumping Bennies right now.
Yeah.
So we pull up to the front. We keep dancing, drumming. Like we're half inside the doors that like open when the motion sensor doors. We're half inside the hotel.
Oh shit!
Half outside the hotel, and we have mobbed up the whole front.
What's good?
No one can get in or out.
No.
Until we're done.
That's
with
a fire hazard.
Absolutely. Fire marshal, do not come.
Right?
But it was super cool. They like accepted him, started doing prayers. We went upstairs. They did the ceremony. It fucking took way too long.
Okay. We'll get into it.
But that part was like, it's morning. The barat.
The barat is off the chain.
That was by far.
Next time I know, like, if I like an Indian friend or someone I know that's going to anything, I'm gonna pull up at the barat. Just squeeze in there.
Anyone
I'm gonna squeeze.
You want to talk like wedding crasher?
I'm gonna act like I'm on the broad walk and go ooh, and then just get in the back.
I'm gonna show you some videos.
Get in the back.
This was like everyone from like within the wedding, outside the wedding was always filming so much shit going on because it was super fucking cool.
That's awesome.
That's what I learned this weekend. Alex, what did you learn this weekend?
Okay, I learned this week about our top. So USA Today polled a shit ton of Americans on their favorite.
Oh God, here we go.
Their favorite fast food joints.
Okay,
and I'm reading something off of my phone here, and I just got a random text from a number I have no idea, and it just said, "Hey."
Ooh, you want to delete those?
I want to delete those.
Yeah.
What if I don't delete it? What happens?
I feel like those are the text phishing people that are like trying to like get into your phone.
What if I go back and just give them like the winky face?
Wink at your own peril.
I thought you were gonna say, "Yo, let's hit him up back live," and just throughout the rest of the episode, just keep telling them, just like let you know.
Hit him up. See what they say.
See, now you've scared me. Now
hit
I'm scared.
Up. Hit him up.
Now
your data will be sold in China by tonight.
Okay, so I want to go through these fast food restaurants because a pretty jarring list, and this is 2024. This is brand new.
Okay.
So I'm reading off my phone.
I think I saw some of this stuff.
Yeah, but I went through the whole thing.
And there's some on there that you're like, what?
Yeah. So, first of all, let me get to it here. All right. So first of all, I'm just going to let you know. Actually, I'm not going to let you know this off the rip.
Okay.
All right. So at number 10, Arby's.
That feels about right.
Now getting a random call. Pick this one up?
No.
Oh, no? All right. Arby's at number
10.
I want to just say this, and I didn't do this because of this list. I did this a couple days before seeing this list. I went to Arby's in the last 7 days just to get
cheddar melt?
Fries, and I was like, you know what? Let me get a beef and cheddar. Like, people always get that. I do like their horsey sauce.
It's great.
Fire. Amazing.
Have you never gotten a beef and cheddar?
It's just been, like, a very long time. Since, like, usually I'll get other things from there, like, I don't know, because they got just a crazy menu. But it had been, a few years since a beef and cheddar. It's great. Still great.
Great menu, versatile. I think now that I'm tracking back a little bit, I think they deserve higher than 10.
No, so number 10, Arby's, okay? I'm glad to see them on there because they are one of the weird fast foods, I think, kind of like a Taco Bell, where they get trashed a lot. And I'm always like, nah. Like, you don't know
They're doing a lot more and at least trying than some of these other places.
Yes, I like that. So next we have Zaxby's.
Absolute
Great. Love that.
juggernaut, but also understandably a regional thing. As I'm a Georgia boy and they're Georgia,
But this is USA Today. This is
Yeah.
what the people are saying.
get a little south in your mouth.
You know what I mean? And speaking of South in your mouth, next at number 8, Popeyes.
Thought they'd be higher.
Thought they'd be higher too. And then at number 7, we got our Taco Bell.
Love it.
Love that. Taco Bell needs to be in there. People, you don't
Thought
know,
they'd
like,
be higher.
Thought they'd be a little higher too.
Who's
The
all
people.
up in Who's
The
all
people.
up in this shit?
The people.
All right, that
Come
was
on.
7.
That was number 7. All right, number 10. Yo, this
I mean
guy.
number 6.
I mean number 6. I'm sorry, number 6. This rascally little motherfucker, Captain D's. Who do you think you are?
Captain D, absolutely not.
Oh yeah, Captain D. More like Captain Delightful.
Have you ever been there?
No, but the people are talking.
I've seen maybe 3 in the wild, and they're in like
They're next.
they're in one's definitely in Opalaka. I can picture it right now.
Yes.
And the other 2 were like converted from a Long John Silver.
I've seen like 3 Captain D's, and they were connected to like a Nathan's, and like all 3 of them were like all in the same. It was like that, a Nathan's, and like a Sbarro.
I'm going to Sbarro.
I'm going to Nathan's.
That's fine. Just
Okay.
don't go to Captain D's.
All right, so
Totally hate that. There's no way that's better than Taco Bell.
next time I see Captain D's, I'm stopping because I gotta find out what everyone's talking about. I gotta see what they're talking about. Look up where the closest Captain D's for me, pretty please. So next we've got Hardee's at number 5. Hardee's at number 5. I'm really happy about Hardee's and Carlos Jr. to be in there. I
I haven't been to one in like.
Well, they were in I don't think there's any down here. They were in Jacksonville. They were everywhere. I loved me a good Hardee's. There was one across from the diner, and I would always go there. They had good burgers there. Hardee's had good burgers. I'll give them that. Do we have an update on the closest Captain D's?
It's maybe
Opalaka.
no, it's let me see here. Oh no, that one's permanently closed. I don't know I don't think we have one around here.
No.
I'm not seeing one.
What's
We're talking like Orlando type stuff.
Well, Orlando's got everything.
I gotta
If
find.
there's a Disney World, every single chain in the world is there because of.
I'm
Disney.
wondering what the one I'm thinking of is called, and now I want to like just find.
Are you talking
it.
about Treachers or Treachers fish?
No,
You know what I'm talking about though?
no, I don't even know that.
Treachers
one
is
either.
the one that's always connected to like a Nathan's. There's like a fish like it's like Treachers or Treachers like fish and chips, and it probably looks similar to Captain D's. Treacher.
Never even heard of that.
Treachers fish. I think I'm right. I don't know if anyone that knows that's ever been to a Treacher's, or if maybe they know what I'm talking about, or I'm not saying correctly, hit us up 305-741-2371. I actually do really want to know what I am talking about, but whatever. Put it down.
Okay,
Back to the list. Hardee's number 5.
don't love it.
Don't love it. Okay, I'm with Hardee's number 5. I mean, not that
I
position.
haven't been to one in 15 years. I think the last one was Jack's off Atlantic Boulevard.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for
Okay.
sure. All right, so now top four. We got In-N-Out.
Never been.
I've been there. People talk about it. It's good. It's good. I mean, it's one of those places that like kind of like Chick-fil-A from Chick-fil-A. It's like Chick-fil-A is good, but people talk about Chick-fil-A as if it's like, you know.
No, it is better. It's
the end all be all.
Chick-fil-A is better than you, and they know it.
Right. Well, that's how In-N-Out. I think that's how In-N-Out feels. I think that's how In-N-Out feels about the way they compared to other fast foods.
I don't like also that In-N-Out does this thing where it's like BuzzFeed's 12 ways to get to order stuff off the secret menu.
Yeah. They always are doing secret menu stuff, and BuzzFeed's been they've been doing it for like 10 years. Like, hey, we're good.
Like
We're good.
I know
it's
that,
not a secret anymore. You keep talking about it.
Yeah, like okay, so you can customize stuff that's not on the menu. Cool.
Right. Okay, so that's number 4, In-N-Out. Next,
I'm glad they didn't make top 3. They're salty about that.
All right, so next at number 3, we have Chick-fil-A.
Okay. I feel there's a glaring omission, so I feel like I know what number 2 is.
Okay.
But I have no fucking clue what number 1 is.
What do you think number 2 is?
I think it's got to be KFC.
No, you were right. KFC is number 2.
Because I'm thinking, like, Popeyes was so far back. You said Chick-fil-A now, and and Zaxby's made it too. So that's 4 chicken-related places on the top 10.
I think it's safe to say chicken rules the roost when it comes to fast food.
I like what you did there.
Thank you.
I lean that way.
Do you want to try to guess number 1, or do you want me? Because we have a few left only here. You know, there's only a few left. There's one more left. There's only a few left.
I don't know.
Okay. It is not Wendy's.
Oh.
And it is not McDonald's. It's Del Taco.
Oh, that's what I did see that.
Yo.
I think I saw the article. Look what's dethroned Chick-fil-A is number 1.
Yeah, it was Del Taco.
But that's only West Coast too, right?
There's one in. I looked it up. I looked up what's the closest one, and the closest one isn't in Orlando. I think there's like a couple one on the west coast of Florida, and then I don't know outside that because I didn't look up outside of Florida. But Del Taco got number 1 again.
Yo, got one in Melbourne. What up?
Yeah.
Yo,
Okay.
M-Town.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Countdown County.
What's good, son?
What's good?
Yeah. So
and also Orlando.
Yeah, so hopefully they'll make their way down here. But I was and I don't know why people are being a little too cute with the list, but for McDonald's not to be on there, like, guys are getting a little too cute with it. I know, you may have your qualms and you guys want to be all cool and different nowadays, so you want to put crazy people on there.
Do you think they stuffed the ballot?
I think there were a couple mail-ins. I think there were a lot of mail-ins, actually. I think we need to get rid of mail-in ballots if it's up to me with these fast
very
foods.
Republican of you.
But no, seriously, gotta try Del Taco. But I thought KFC was a little high. I thought KFC.
KFC was a little high.
I thought KFC at number 2 was a little high as well.
Have you ever seen? I think I saw it.
When was the last time you've been to KFC? That one's been a while for me.
At least a year or 2.
I would say at least 2 to 3 years. Probably 3 years for me.
When I do dip my beak, so to say,
did there.
back into the fast food world, which I try not to now, I think it's definitely a guilty Taco Bell run.
Me too.
Or probably I want to feel a little tinge of elitism with my fast food, and I go Chick-fil-A.
Yes, I would agree as well. I think Taco Bell, when I'm feeling like I'm disappointed in myself, whether drunk or sober.
Yeah, no, either way. When I'm leaning,
and I just need that fix.
So, oh really?
Taco Bell's a fix. I think people that eat Taco Bell, they're just like, oh, we gotta get some Taco Bell. Like, haven't had a yo quiero. We haven't had it yet. You haven't had it in a while, man.
You're just turning into the Chihuahua.
Yeah, for me, I'm just like, damn. I forgot what that chalupa is. Like that cheesy gordita. Hold on, I forgot what that cheesy gordita crunch tastes like. Let me go grab that.
I also think that like Chick-fil-A's commercials are stupid.
Right.
Like Taco Bell's get me. I see that and I go.
Well, it's funny. My dad has always said since the beginning of time. He's always said he's like, and he's not even a Taco Bell guy. He doesn't go there ever. And
he's just speculating.
He always says like whenever he sees like those commercials. He's been saying it for 20 years. He's just like Taco Bell is the best commercials. He's like their food, whatever they do, however they like shoot it, the things they do with it. He's like their shit always looks so good. Like after you watch one of their commercials, he's like compared to like all the other ones.
I don't like him talking about it, but not experiencing.
That's always the thought. I was like, you should go get it. It's like, especially me. I'm like, it's really good. And he's just like. Yeah, he goes, really? I'm like, yeah, I'd say it all the time. He's just like, nah, he's not a fast food guy though. Like he doesn't go get fast food.
The mild.
He cooks at home like 330 days out of the year.
Yeah, I mean that sounds about right.
Yeah, he's not like
the mild sauce from Taco Bell is like an elite sauce of any kind, quality, color, or
it's great.
It's one of the best.
I drench mine in milds. Because like I'm a pussy, so I can't do it. But I like to, whatever the taco or the chalupa or the quesadilla it is, there's just 3 packets go in one.
Really?
Yeah, I like the meat and the whole thing to just get splurted.
We were talking about this in one of my group chats the other day, but I explained it to them the way that you have to order at Taco Bell.
Right.
And the order is you never get the meal. What you do is you get 3 individual items of whatever choice that
Cheesy
you want to
gordita
make.
crunch, chicken chalupa, chicken quesadilla. Let's say that.
Love that.
Yeah.
But you always order the 4th item because you're like really happy to be at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And by the time you get to it, it's usually a lesser than item.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe like a soft taco.
Soft taco,
a dollar burrito.
Yeah, I'm about to say
bean and cheese or something.
Yeah, I'm about to say a beef burrito.
But by the time
add potato to mine.
Nice. But by the time you get to it after the other 3 items, you're A, really full, B, absolutely disgusted with yourself, but the other side of that is you bought it, and you
take one bite.
You rip the wrapper off, you behead it,
and then you're done.
And then
you're
you
done.
Throw it in the trash.
Yeah.
That's how you have to order.
That's
Taco
the one that
Bell.
puts you over the top.
Correct.
Yeah, that's so true. Or we go to Chick-fil-A.
And that's when you're like, oh, I have a business meeting later.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call my broker and talk about stocks, and I need a meal.
I actually, now that I think about it, Chick-fil-A is the only bag, or like if the cup's still like in your car, that someone could catch you with, and you're not embarrassed, and they won't give you shit about. Whereas like
it's wow, so true.
You know what I'm saying? I never thought about that.
It's a status symbol.
It's one like if someone opens your car that you weren't expecting to come in your car, and they see the McDonald's cup or like the Wendy's bag, shame.
Surprised Wendy's didn't make the top 10 either.
Yeah, no. Well, that was the big 2 that was trying to like coerce you into like saying one of the 2 because those were the 2 that were left, and I thought for sure you're going to say that one of the 2. But that's Chick-fil-A is one of the things where if anything they go, ooh, Chick-fil-A, what'd you get? Like people are very encouraging of you of like, hey, good for you, bud.
I think it actually does like what what the bag.
Someone walks in and sees an Arby's cup. Oh my god, you can't go back to work.
No,
not for a couple weeks.
A couple weeks.
And you know that, like, when
where's Todd? Did he have a baby? Is he off? Why has he been off for a couple weeks? Oh, we saw him come back inside. He had an Arby's cup.
Yeah. Lewis closes the fridge and turns around and goes, huh. Saw him last week as he was leaving, and I told him to roll down the window, look down. Fucking disgusting motherfucker had an Arby's cup in his cup holder. Can you believe that? Everyone in the lunchroom goes, no fucking yeah, dude. Yeah.
Fired.
Yeah. I'm surprised he
It's true though.
It's true.
Wow.
Yeah.
And now I'm more often than not, usually because it's like it's at this point mostly out of convenience. Like if I'm running around during work and I can't get to something,
right,
and it's there, and it's one of the gifts that I've used and has become the most useful to me. That was given to by my father at one point, a very traveling salesman, and that is the plastic tray made for your car that actually can hook onto your steering wheel, and you can put your food on it.
Do you have one of those?
Yes. No, he gave that to me.
Oh, so you whip that out when you do?
Yes.
Nice. I throw that on the list for me for Christmas.
For Hanukkah?
Christmas.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm telling you, it's because to me, I always want to give.
I would use that because I don't like you use both of your thighs as like two little skinny tables, and it's sketchy.
Absolutely.
It's sketchy.
No.
You
This
know?
is, and that's what I love about a very functional gift when people can use it and they're like, oh, Jordan bought me this. Oh.
Yep.
See, that's what, and I want you to think about me selfishly.
Every time.
Every time.
Every
so
time.
I will buy you that.
Put it. Don't forget.
Okay.
Because if I don't get them, you're like, damn, I thought you were gonna get me that, and then we're gonna be doing it live on the podcast, and you go, oh fuck, and you know, like that's.
Hey Siri, remind me October 31st to buy Alex a tray for his car for fast food.
Did she confirm it? Confirmed. Yes. All right, guys.
Done.
Big day. So yeah, that's what I learned this week. Del Taco.
Damn. Okay. All right.
Del Taco. So we got a big weekend coming up. We've got opening ceremonies at the Olympics, and I wanted to. We always talk Olympics here. Are we excited? Are we still excited? I think we're always excited. Winter more than summer, or summer more than winter. We like more.
Summer more than winter.
And so are we excited about this? I think this is going to be a good one. It's in Paris. I think Paris. They're always have the good sights and sound. There's a lot of content you can come from Paris. So I think it's gonna be a good one.
I am looking forward to it. I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm like head over heels in love. Like I'm gonna stop my day.
Well, you'll throw it on though. Like there's no sports, so I think there'll be a lot. At least for me, there'll be a lot of times where I'm like, yo, I'll throw the Olympics on. See what's popping.
Yeah, but like if you're working from home too, like you could just have it on in the background.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But I think the opening ceremony is Friday 7:30 prime time.
Yeah.
So like that is definitely our Friday night plans.
Just
so
me
that
too.
We can watch that.
I like the opening ceremony.
Yeah, to me it's a cool where they do like some type of dance and music and shit. And then once like everyone starts walking in, you're like, all right, whatever.
Yeah. That one takes a while.
But I mean, I'm hoping that I don't know how it'll work, but like. When Sha'Carri Richardson's running,
right?
Like, I hope it's like 8 p.m. on an evening somehow.
Yeah,
so I'm hoping they set it up to where it's convenient. I know that we're the Americans and we're just like make everything for us. Right. But I'm really hoping like I want to watch Simone Biles, but I'm not gonna sneak out of work and watch her.
The swimming's always fun too. The swimming's always fun. We got break dancing this year, dog.
What?
Bro, break dancing.
Really?
We sent the crew over there.
Did we?
We sent the crew, the New York City, Rocksteady crew.
Yeah, we couldn't get what are the guys with the masks?
The Jabberwockies, yeah, they're
not American.
Yeah, they're representing, Japan. Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, they're good. We've got breakdancing, so that's a cool
Did not
one.
know that.
Yeah, breakdancing's in it this year. They I think they got rid of like golf and
golf is in.
What's one of them? They got rid of like a big one.
I don't remember. I don't know the list. I'm not like now that it's like.
I think it was skateboarding. I think they got rid of skateboarding.
It's one of the things that like I'm definitely stoked about once it's here.
Maybe not,
but I'm not going to like. I'm not like super excited about it beforehand.
Right. I'm a little excited.
It is cool that it's like a couple weeks. So like you're like, oh, I can always just turn it on and there's something going on. Mm-hmm. So I am happy for that because it is very like summer to me. Whenever
and we can gamble.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
That's like the one thing I'm just like, because we haven't gambled in a while. Since at least for me, hockey's been over.
I lost a couple shekels at the Open over the weekend.
Okay, okay. Well, let's bounce back this weekend.
Yeah. But this is actually like a really good stopgap. Till football.
Till football. This is gonna take us right into the season. Right when this is done, we'll go take us right into college and then right into the pros. Because college is at the end of the month.
Yeah, it's usually
like towards the end of August.
It's 2-3 weeks before.
It's like August 21st or something like that. Yeah. I also heard they got Celine Dion out there. She gonna sing.
They're still trotting her out.
Dog, hey, this is what I heard. I heard she's pulling up, and she's doing mic stuff. Because I thought she lost it. I heard her try to hit stuff. 'Cause I definitely saw her in an interview, and someone asked her like point blank, like, "What you mean you can't sing no more?" And she went, "Yo, this song I used to sing. I hear like I do it like this is how I sound when I do it." She started singing that part, and she goes, "See, that doesn't sound how it's supposed to sound." And I was like, "Oh yeah, it doesn't sound how it's supposed to sound."
But they're still trotting her out there.
Trotting her out like the Canadian, horse that she is.
I felt like, didn't she sing somewhat recently at like a big event and did okay?
I don't know.
I could have sworn we were watching something and she was like doing it, and I'm like, huh, didn't know you were still doing this.
Just gave the finger gun and went, huh?
Yeah, so one of those. So
yeah, I heard she's singing, and I also heard Snoop Dogg is going to be like one of the few last like torch. What do they call them? Like passing of the
torch bearer.
Torch bearers.
That's cool.
Yeah, he just lights a blunt with it.
That's what I mean.
He's gonna do that, right?
Snoop, if you don't,
he's gonna do like this thing and go like with imaginary one because he's not allowed to in the stadium.
If you don't, Snoop,
that would be dope, actually.
Yeah, get it done.
Yeah. So I'm excited for the Olympics, though. It starts this weekend. And...
What is an event that if I gave you the peak of your athleticism, and I told you, okay, Alex, the Olympics are over, and you have 4 years, really 2 years, to qualify for this event. You have 4 years. Your peak athleticism, we'll say 22 or whatever time you think that is. What event do you think most likely you could qualify for?
Javelin. I would say shot put maybe, but like the shot put guys
have the meat.
The shot put guys are like always like they got the short and stout thing because it's all about that like turning, like whipping around, and like the guys close, like that with that center of gravity a little bit closer to the ground, they can whip it a little bit more. Where like I got a little bit longer legs, so I don't think shot would. I got the arm for shot put, but not the legs. I don't think. Whereas javelin, I got nice legs. I can gazelle it, and then just absolutely just whip the nay with this thing.
I like that answer.
I'm gonna go javelin with it.
I think that's a good one.
Yeah. What would you think if I gave you as soon as it was over?
I would.
Breakdancing?
I'm 19. I'm gonna go back to like 18, 19, and I'm going to renounce my U.S. citizenship and sign up in Israel. Okay. And I'm gonna grind for 3 years through their lower leagues to get up to like. To Maccabee, whatever it is.
Exactly what we're doing here.
And gonna make.
This is a really good.
I'm gonna make.
It's a really good angle you're taking.
Israeli basketball.
It's a really good angle you took there.
You like that?
I think you definitely would have a chance.
I looked at myself and I said, I have nothing. I have nothing of any.
But as soon as you go over there, you got something. You got something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm Luka. I could be an Israeli Luka.
Oh gosh.
So that is the route I'm going, and that's the route I'm going.
Jordan Doncic.
Donsky.
J Donk.
J Donsky.
Okay, I love it. All right, cool. So all right, we got enough bullshit around. I need you to give me
you want it?
The official wedding review. Go.
Probably the best wedding I've ever been to.
Oh, well, duh.
I didn't think necessarily.
We already knew that.
Big weddings aren't always the best weddings.
But this is not a big wedding. This is like multiple. This is like tons of this is events.
Which is why I'm like, do we even count it in the normal kind of like wedding structure?
Yeah. Well, because the best wedding I went to was my friend Becky in New Orleans. Like. We started at like the
kind of fucked up. You're the best man at my wedding. Did you see how he omitted that? He breathed.
Bro, dude, you didn't have like the third line marching down the streets of like Nolens like real shit style, and then going to like this like. First of all, the cathedral that we were at was crazy. I mean, then just the amount of coolers that were outside just with us going the whole time. I was like, people are gonna bring these the whole time. And then we went to like the coolest place after, like this like little speakeasy. And then at the end of the night we did karaoke. Like it was a good time. There's a lot of events. You
see, ladies and gentlemen, you can see on the screen on YouTube.
Oh, you had your beautiful wedding and then elbow room.
Yo, that's where the champions go.
I mean, there wasn't a third line, but it was a drunk line.
That's where
People
the
lost
champions
teeth.
go. All right. So I wrote down a couple rules here, things that I've learned. But we'll start with just kind of the overview. But Thursday was cool. It was kind of like the opening ceremony, if you will, right?
Celine was there.
They did like henna and they had like drinks. We had a big ass fucking tent that could fit everyone. All the men are standing around like wonder what the square footage of this thing is, what this bad boy costs, doing all that stuff.
Checking structural shit.
Yeah, but that was fun. Friday morning we did not go to that event. That was like a luncheon breakfast, more blessings, stuff like that.
We're all set.
All set on that. Friday night I FaceTimed you, in which you did answer. And because I told you I was going to be sending you a little content, and people started whipping their phones out to just record it, and I said, nah, I'm going to take this up a step. I'm going to make the call.
Yeah.
And I hit up Alex, and it was they
dope.
brought 3 guys in like traditional Indian like ceremonial outfits out, and the DJ dropped a beat, and which was like, I'm guessing, some fairly traditional Indian music.
But
And
it was
these
still
guys
bopping.
put on, but it was bopping.
It was still bopping.
Yeah, like they injected a little of like hip hop.
Yeah, like there was some
background in certain points.
There was
and
some punch to the kicks.
Alex, who I could not hear a single thing he said because of
I
how
was just
loud
like,
it was.
yo.
He was raging. I think at one point he popped the tarp off.
I did. I was
Put
like,
the
this
tarp
is
back on.
Yeah.
So
It was tight.
It was super cool. Had plenty of drinks, but tried to behave myself because that Saturday morning was the Barat, which I had told you about earlier episode. Super fun, mixed in because he's Cuban and she's Indian. A bunch of like Spanish bops as well as the hip hop stuff. There was like some. I wish I remember the song, but it was it's a Jay-Z song that he uses like a Indian sample in.
Okay.
I'm gonna text it to you, and
Do I know it?
You've 1,000% heard it.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna have to find it and then send it to you so you can throw it on right now.
Okay.
And just like pop that in post.
Okay.
If you will.
Okay.
Barat was just super dope. Went inside. Then we had the super long ceremony. It was just like a whole fucking thing. Had lunch. Went home and came back for the party, which was Saturday night. Now, before and at all of these, there was like 6 different bars. Awesome service everywhere. That hotel like knows how to fucking do it.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they did the research of like, yo, these guys like, because when you like were talking about this wedding, I was just like, man, I bet you there's a lot of like places that either charge a lot or they're just like, oh, you're having an Indian wedding, no.
This place,
because you got to do it right.
Margaritaville,
And
it was like, yo, we know how to fucking do this.
Yeah,
come here, we got you.
Exactly, because even like the people that are like the groom and the bride, they want to go to a place that is ready to do what they want and throw down and do it, or it's not going to be good.
During the Barat, like when he was on the horse, they had like 10 people outside, just like forming the like very just like basic perimeter around all of us, stopping traffic. Like they've done this before.
That's tight.
They knew what they were doing. And it was great because wifey and I, like, this is a family friend of hers forever. And I've always talked about this at weddings, just outside that cusp of responsibility.
Right.
We're not in the wedding, but we could go up to either groom, bride, or parents and be like, yo, this, and this, like, we need to get this fixed. And it's like, we can figure it out. So party was just off the chain. All the aunts came out. They did their own dance. All the then Susan, who got married, she did her dance with her girls. Then Mikey and all the boys came out. They did their own dance.
Damn.
Then the DJ started dropping the beats, and I don't think I've ever probably danced as much. and I've never seen that many people on the dance
Everybody
floor.
was just
Shit
just
was
packed, packed out,
absolutely wild.
Nice.
But it was a really, really good time, and I'm stoked for both of them. So Mazel Tov.
Damn! Shout out! Dude.
I got a couple
Shout out.
rules though.
Oh yeah,
Couple
Give
rules.
me some rules.
First off, you know me. Your boy was sampling every possible Indian dish.
Okay,
I ate only Indian
Was it-
food for 3 straight days.
Was it was what was the
Couldn't even tell you.
No,
It's all
no.
vegetarian.
No, what was there any Cuban food at the wedding? Because you had the Cuban side there.
There was
So or did they make everybody eat the fucking?
No, it was odd. It was actually pretty funny because they oddly had like it was like you went to fucking Epcot and they had Indian food, then they had like Italian food, Greek food, and Mexican food. And you're like,
okay.
Well, that's so crazy that you have all these. Like I don't
Okay.
understand why.
Okay,
But they had Indian food at every ceremony, and
Was it a fire?
yo.
All of it just fire.
If that was how the food was prepared for me every day, I could go completely vegetarian because I could eat all the shit that they ate every day, no problem.
Nice.
And I could tell they definitely had to tone it down for the fucking Cubies, but like they definitely had to spice. They had to bring the spice down.
Okay.
You have complete polar opposites as far as cuisine with the Cubans.
Yeah, because
and
they
the
like it
spice.
spicy.
The Cubans don't like anything spicy.
Right.
Yeah. So definitely had to prep the antacids by like day 2.
Okay.
And I just came packing.
Okay.
So that's the first thing.
Butthole was good the whole week.
Butthole was fantastic.
That's how you know it's done right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I confirmed it. Multiple sources.
What do we got?
Wear the clothing.
Oh, where the
tradition. No, wear the traditional. Indian clothing.
Yeah.
I confirmed it from.
Were you pissed? Were you like, damn it?
Yeah.
Because you, like you said, you would look great in it.
Yo, Mikey, this fucking kid, like he had like 4 outfits.
Oh, that's how they
He
thought
fucking
they'd be out there.
There was one where he was. It was for the Barat, and he was like in all black. The shit looked so dope.
Yeah, dude, they got tight shit.
The day before, he was in like a red kurta, and he had the fucking someone gifted him the little
shawl or something.
No, the seatbelt. The seatbelt with the fucking dope knife.
Dog, he got that fucking
The Indian.
yeah, I know what you're talking about, like the fucking Knights of Egypt shit, yo.
Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
a small saber, but it's not like it's like a handheld knife.
I know exactly.
Saber.
You've all seen it in Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
You've all seen it in Indiana Jones. Oh, here we go. We got
look who we got here.
We got one of our top favorite listeners here actually popping in.
What's up, ladies?
Dougie, what's going on, buddy? Say what's up. Say what's pop in. You want the ladies to get a little bit of the mug? And then this is the boy Doug.
Look at that.
This is the boy Doug. Doug came by. Me and Doug got it in over the weekend.
Left the old hog here.
Left the hog here. Being responsible.
But
being responsible.
you have to be feeling like you really need to be responsible when you're too drunk to even take the electric bike home.
That's
right?
a fair point.
Yeah. Well,
Right?
how far is the ride? How long does it take from here?
Ooh, it's the distance.
Because that's what I feel like it was like. If it was 15 minutes, it's like, yo, I got it. But if it's like, yo, it's 30, 40, it's like, damn, that's a long time on the bike.
Doug Oldhouse definitely would have taken the risk.
6 miles after how many rumpy shots? Not good.
Yeah, not good.
No.
Not
Okay.
good. Not good. Not
Responsible
good. Not
Doug is
good.
back.
Later, bud.
All right, boys.
All right. So Curry was good. Oh yeah. So you should have worn the getup.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have. Yeah, you should have done it.
I told Mikey like day 1 I didn't have anything. He kept asking me every day like I was fucking with him the day before, and I they look at it as like you're not trolling them or appropriating the culture.
No,
you're
they're
celebrating with them.
So trust me, dude. I did my research. I try to tell you.
And some of those older guys, whew, they had some fits.
They had some fits.
And the women too. The women's
It's all about colors and
saris
shit too.
and all that stuff. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, super ornate. You could tell we're super super nice. The culture amongst the Indians with drinking was very interesting.
Okay, like some like just like
Older women don't even go near it. Didn't see a single one even touching an alcoholic beverage.
Right.
Older men, also not really even into that at all. But then it was explained to me that like the 40 to 60-year-old men, they're into it, but because some of the areas like where the family was from in India is actually like a dry state.
Right.
Where they didn't grow up with it, but then they like came over here later and were like kind of like drinking.
Right.
The 35 and under, especially the Americanized ones, just
fucking duh.
Absolutely raged.
Yeah, duh. Yeah.
But it was interesting because like as you progressively got older, you were like, oh, like you don't even touch it at all.
Right.
And some of the and one of the things I did too is first night, because I knew I wanted, like I had so many questions. You gotta buddy up to the cousins.
Oh, okay.
Thursday night, first event. I had met and partied with one of the cousins in the Keys like a couple years ago. So I gravitated right over to him and like started talking to all the other cousins and was like, I got some questions.
Right.
And I need some perspective.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I'm going to get to hang out with some
Probably
people like from India.
Probably it.
Just flew over here 2 days ago type people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so had a million questions, had some drinks with them, good time, all that stuff. There was so many events, bro. Like you have to prep not only your mind, but your body.
Yeah.
When's the last time you did like 3 good days of boozing in a row?
Oh, a couple weeks ago.
And
4th of July.
And how'd you feel after though?
I mean, shitty, but I had a day to like feel shitty, but then I was back.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4th of July, those 3 days.
Talking to a single man over here.
Yeah. You're talking to the wrong person. You gotta talk to. You gotta. Ask,
I mean, look at this fucking unit.
Yeah. I mean, that's another thing too. Like, this is a machine over here.
Yeah.
You gotta ask like Scott.
Yeah, I'm out of the game at this point.
Yeah.
I knew that I was progressively going to drink more throughout the weekend.
You probably should have maybe done like a little bit of training.
At least like hydrating.
Like
Didn't
a couple,
do enough
like
hydrating.
every few weeks, like get 2 days in back to backs. You know, that
Oh
might
no,
have
no,
helped.
no!
That helped.
I'm Larry Legend, laying on the basketball court with ice on my lower back, and I don't play back to backs anymore.
Okay.
No. And the last thing that I had on here, I don't know how much they fucking paid this DJ,
but it was well worth it.
Worth every fucking penny from Friday night to the Barat on Saturday morning to Saturday evening. I mean, this guy, like, if I could go back and get the playlist that he threw down from like 10:30 till 12 that night of the Saturday night wedding, I would have. It was.
Dude, it's the number one thing I tell everybody. I'm like, dude, spend all of your money on the DJ and food. If you do both of those things, wedding's gonna be fire. If you do one or not both those things, wedding not good.
This wedding was so lit that
the best.
He played the entire song of
Not Like Us?
of Crank That.
Oh,
by
fuck.
Soulja
Yeah,
Boy.
hell yeah, dude.
And it went. We were about to tear the walls down, but not like 30, 60 seconds of it. The song started and we went all the way through,
and it was great.
It was amazing.
Oh, that's a good DJ. That's a good DJ.
Like,
that's a DJ just like, yo, we're gonna let this ride.
You don't. If you're gonna pull out that Crank That, you better be ready to crank that.
You better make sure everybody in the room is fucking gonna crank that.
Yeah, and everyone in the room cranked at the same time.
Yeah, dude, they all cranked down.
We did get a very towards the end of the evening, I think, because it like towards like the last like 20 minutes, we went West Coast, and there was like
okay,
and we definitely got some
got the Tupac out, just got the
and there was like some Dre and some Snoop, and we got right into the Not Like Us, like right towards the end.
Yeah,
so.
I mean it's right now you got to play that. Any of our boy Tommy Richmond?
You know, no.
Okay.
Which would have slapped.
That's always
which would have.
I'd be like, right now, if you played Not Like Us or Tommy Richmond, like
I'm a little surprised.
People will always go. They go off with it when that shit comes on.
And to me, like, I don't think it's still that niche. Like, it's a giant song.
No, I think everyone knows it now.
Well, and because I looked at it too the other day, actually, like Not Like Us and $1 Million Baby are like streaming at around the same. Like they're at like 500 million each.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's comparable to that song to Not Like Us too.
Damn, I wish I would. I told you before we left. I was like, I want to go to this wedding so fucking bad with you. I told it 1,000. I wanted, and then just hearing and then seeing all this stuff, and you FaceTime, I was just like, I need to find me like an Indian friend, bro. I need like,
I will also join you on that quest.
Yeah, dude. Like,
it was fucking fun.
Damn, fuck yeah, dude.
A very, very cool experience. Very culturally. Different from what we're used to, but super enlightening, super cool. You know, the whole family couldn't have been cooler.
Yeah. Shout out. What's their names? What is their name? Mikey and who?
Mikey and Susan.
Mikey and Susan. Shout out. Congrats.
Shout out.
Congrats. I'm gonna get into the peacock here. I'm gonna skip the next one just because we're riding and it's not, the topic wasn't that good. All right, this one.
What do you got?
We got a treat for you. This week's peacock in music.
Yeah, bring me back from Bikini Kill.
I'm bringing you back. I'm bringing you back with this one.
Okay.
All
right.
This week's peacock in music is 112.
Hey. Literally.
Your
Hey.
1993 to present R&B hip hop group. Out of Atlanta.
Present, huh?
Out of Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is we never really broke up, but like you could pull us out for like a BET Awards, remember the 90s.
Or they'll hop on one of those, yearly throwback festivals that they do they'll have like T-Pain and 3LW and all of them on it.
Maybe it wasn't 112. Maybe it was on
Jagged Edge?
Yeah, it was Jagged Edge, I think. That was on the guy from Run the Jewels, his album, Killer Mike on his most recent album.
Jagged Edge was on it?
Jagged Edge was on it, and I was like, I feel like Jagged Edge and 112 have very similar parallel things going on.
Definitely parallel paths in the music industry at the same time, yeah. They started while they're all in high school.
Love that.
Yeah, they all literally all of them. Two of them were in high school, and one of the two that were in high school was singing with the other two who they were in middle school. They were in like 7th or 8th grade, and then when they came to high school is when they all four got together.
Okay.
So yeah, they started while in high school. We've got Darren Jones, Michael Keith, Quiness Parker, Q. And then you've got Marvin Skandrick, who that's Slim. Mm-hmm. Slim's the man of the group. He's the guy that has the falsetto, the high pitch.
I think he's the most known. Right?
Yes, most definitely, and he's he's like the Justin Timberlake of the group. He's
but he never left.
Right. Yeah. Spoiler alert: he didn't have a very successful solo career. Mm-hmm. Originally, though, they were originally known as Forte. That was their original band name, Forte.
Okay.
If you get it, Forte.
Yes.
But they were
like that they went with a different number thing.
Yes, yeah. So they were discovered by who we all know, former Peacock, Tim and Bob, the legendary producers Tim and Bob. If you don't know who they are, go check out that episode. I don't know how far back it was, but it was a little far back, and it was one of the ones that blew Jordan's mind.
Yes,
when I was giving him the credits, the credentials, if you will.
Yeah, that was some name dropping.
Yeah. So so Tim and Bob helped them. They discovered 112 at various talent shows in churches and showcases that Forte was playing at the time, and they brought them to their studio and wouldn't record them, but they would help them in the living room of the studio, just practicing and stuff and helping them with their chops. And then Tim and Bob eventually set up an audition at ATL's in Atlanta at an Atlanta club called 112.
Yeah.
And it's in Buckhead, and the audition was for Puff Daddy, for Sean Combs. And they did well there. Puff Daddy liked them, and he wanted them to come back and audition one more time, but he wanted to have one of
They were all had to be naked.
Dude, let me finish my
No
sentence.
Diddy.
Let me finish my sentence.
Sorry.
They had to come back because Puff Daddy wanted them to perform butt naked in front of Chucky Thompson, who was the producer at Bad Boy at the time. They weren't they weren't naked people. Jesus Christ. Faith Evans and Usher.
You don't know that.
I don't know that, but I need them not to be like have gotten.
Faith was there. It was okay.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, Faith would have never allowed that. Usher, definitely.
Definitely.
So yeah, Faith Evans, Chucky Thompson, and Usher were all there. They performed again. All of them gave him the stamp of approval, and so Puff signed him to Bad Boy Records. So in 1996, their first album came out. All of it was produced by Tim and Bob, and it went double platinum.
Really?
It went double platinum, dude. That was one of the things. I'm glad you did that because when as I go on, you'll see.
I mean,
all of their records got fucking. But it was also in that like that's prime time spot of like people buying CDs.
That's what I was about to say. Like 96, like
MTV, they had music videos, and Bad Boy was just like a marketing machine.
And I felt like that was the way at the time where like the bands would make the most money, which it's completely opposite of that now.
Yeah.
But it was like, it's all about album sales. That's how we measure everything.
Yeah.
Everyone's got the big fucking binder in the back of their Honda, their rusty Honda, with like, you know, the CD and then the cover.
Alpine, just two 12-inch Alpines,
One's
just
blown.
Blasting. One of them's definitely rattling annoyingly, but it still sounds good for some reason. You think because you're too young to know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I knew that they were successful. I was thinking maybe they were a little cuspy to even be in. But double platinum first album is
double platinum first album, and they had Only You and Cupid on there, and both of those were top 10 on the Billboard.
damn.
Yeah. So after that one, they immediately went on tour with Janet Jackson, opening for her. And then the second album, Room 112, was released in 1998, and that one had Love Me featuring Mace, and then also the song Anywhere featuring Lil Zane, and both of those two individual songs both went gold. Yeah, so already got they've got some hardware, if you will.
Did that album also go platinum?
It didn't go platinum. It was just under, but both of the two singles off of it, both of those they got gold records on those. And then after that tour, they immediately went on tour with Whitney Houston.
It's weird who they're opening for.
I think that's just that's Puff Daddy and Bad Boy just being like, yo, hook up with Janet. That's him just knowing people, just being like, yo, just
hey,
get
you're
him.
gonna go over to Janet's house.
Don't-
She gonna look at you naked, and then you're gonna go on tour with her.
Don't smoke crack with her.
No, don't do that.
I think that's Puff just being like, yo, this is I want to market them as an R&B group, not as a hip hop group. So let's go out with these R&B audiences, because Janet Jackson's audience is going to be R&B, Whitney Houston's audience is going to be
true.
R&B. I think he was trying to do pushing them as an R&B act and getting in front of R&B people, because I don't know. That's what I was thinking with that.
That makes sense, though.
Yeah. So third album, released in 2001, part 3. Was released was released in 2009, but that one had Peaches and Cream on it.
That was 2009?
2001.
Oh, okay, yeah.
2001.
I was about to say, where was Peaches and Cream?
Peaches and Cream was on their third album, and that one was Grammy nominated, but never won.
That was prime J-Lit the Kid.
Yeah.
13 years old. Very impressionable.
Oh, dude, when Peaches and Cream came out, that's when hormones were hitting, teenagers was hitting, we were touching boobies, we were moving around the base paths, with women, and Peaches and Cream was the soundtrack to that, and probably helping us a couple on the way a little bit.
It
helped me a lot on the way.
It was
I can
on
say
the
that.
CD that you're going over to someone's party and the parents aren't going to be around, and that song's coming on.
I can absolutely remember giving this chick Natalie a burn CD that I made for her, and that song was strategically put in there at number 7.
Yeah.
Just to like just
All
set
the
the tone,
songs,
just
yeah.
to like, hey, yo, this is talking about me to you.
It's just, right after What's Your Fantasy, Ludacris.
Yeah. So like that was definitely like that was a song always just like, hey, do you like this song? Because I do. And then
I want to listen to it with you.
Yeah, at night.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, after that, the album was a major success. But while recording that third album, that was when Puff Daddy fucking had the shooting in the club with J-Lo. Mm-hmm. And remember he was getting like indicted and stuff for it, and he was like almost was gonna get. I think he went to trial or he was gonna get charged. I can't remember exactly what it was, but he was.
That's the one that Shine took the beef for.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So Puffy was going through all of that, and it took. He couldn't give the band. There was a bunch of bands that kind of got thrown to the wayside, like on that album, because Puffy just like couldn't be around for it, because he had to have his mark and his name on fucking everything. So if he wasn't able to be there in the studio, then you weren't fucking recording, was basically how it went with Puffy. So they had to re-record like pretty much the whole album in Nashville, and because of all of that, the band 112 kind of like they didn't like how they were just like thrown by the wayside and like didn't like they didn't get any attention. So because of that, they left Bad Boy Records and signed with Def Jam.
Okay.
So they went back down to the A. And so when they did that, though, of course, Puff Daddy, being like, you could call it the businessman or the asshole or whatever, the asshole businessman that he is, he sued Def Jam over naming rights to the group, because he was saying that like he named the band, he was the one that told him to change their name, and it was under Bad Boy Records, and so Def Jam, if they're gonna take them, they're not allowed to take them under that name, basically. So Puff Daddy was because Sean Combs was suing Def Jam over the naming rights of the band, which they finally like I think settled out of court, and Def Jam got the naming rights to 112. I'm sure they had to fucking pay for it, because Puff Daddy's not gonna just give that up easily. It delayed the release of their fourth album by like a few years, and by that time it was like almost too little too late, and their fourth album did not like do so hot. Didn't do so well.
They kind of were,
because,
I don't want
like,
to say a
Puff kinda fucked
flash
them.
in the pan, but like they were a little before I started listening to music, and kind of as we were coming onto the scene musically, they were going away, and they always were kind of one of those where you're like, oh, I'm gonna have one, maybe two of their songs on like.
They were as singles. They had a lot of. They were like I would say that like I mean, Room 112. I loved like I haven't had that record, and I loved loving it. Like, but they had a lot of singles. They that's what they were known for. They were known for like their club hits.
Me, I'm the like net worth king.
Is that what you were looking up the whole time? I was just like,
yeah, I needed to find what Q's net worth was, and in 2015 he filed for bankruptcy.
well, you should look up Slim's.
Or maybe that's
You should look up because Slim's the biggest one in that band. Q was second biggest. Q was big, but Slim at least went off to do like other projects, and he would feature on other people's stuff because he had that iconic voice. And I remember him having a couple like offshoot singles.
Sorry, I maybe read this wrong. I thought it was Q. That was Slim.
Okay, not good.
Not good.
Well, this is good because again, just to like kind of not like you're gonna put your foot in your mouth a little bit. Their fifth album, Hot and Wet, that one went platinum.
Really?
That one went platinum, and it was
Hot and Wet.
Hot and Wet. They're trying
What
to let
year
you know.
was that?
That one I don't have written down here. That Hot and Wet I don't have written down, but it was probably who knows, 2004, 2005. That one, their fifth album, Hot and Wet, that one went platinum status, and that was also the first
December 9th, 2003.
Okay. So, and that one was the very first album that of all, or the only one of all their albums where they got one of the parental advisory stickers
Dope.
on their thing, which was always a big deal back then because we won't
Tipper Gore.
Yeah, exactly. And it was only because of one featured rap by 3 6 Mafia on one song.
Hey, love that.
They're like, because they're like, damn. The story was like, because they were an R&B band, and they also didn't really want to be known as like a dirty group anyway, because they aren't a dirty group, but they are a dirty group.
Which was funny to me.
All their lyrics were always like, shadowed in it, just to like not ever get around getting that, a parental advisory sticker.
I put this Meet the Sixers song on, and you're like, who the hell does Jay think he is? But you also know I like love 3 6 Mafia, so I'm like, why didn't he think that I could go this route too?
Because you're not 19 anymore.
I'm not.
Okay, we're gonna keep moving on. But yeah, so 3 6 ruined it for them, and they were like thinking about even like taking it off because they didn't want the sticker, but they're like, nah, 3 6, they're gonna kind of make us hard a little bit. And remember too, when those parental advisory stickers, when they first came out, a lot of people like were staying away from them because like parents and like the media was like, don't let your child buy this. But then they became cool. Remember, they were like, I remember I didn't want to buy one without it on it. I was like, damn, I need the explicit lyrics on here.
Yeah, I think at like 2003, that was already cool.
Yeah.
It was like the mid 90s.
So they were like, yo, keep the verse on. Let's get the sticker.
Yeah.
Let's get our stripes,
Yeah.
our badges, whatever you want to call them. But after that, after the fifth album, the group did break up over money. Some people were thinking they weren't getting their fair share, Slim, and Q. And they went on. Everyone like kind of went off to go do their own solo shit. None of it was like I said earlier, did anything. Slim was on like a couple songs featuring just because he has that voice, but even those songs weren't like big. They were just like with big artists. I'm trying to think of like who was one of them, because one of them was funny. It was like Cardinal Official or something. It was like someone funny.
So tangential, like
it was a weird person, yeah. But they did reunite back in 2010 to do an album, a whole album, and not Slim. Slim. So was it? So did they reunite? Because that's always a thing with me when there's like, yo, the band reunited, but like if one of the pieces weren't there, it's not a.
And one of the main pieces.
Yeah, like. Because like the articles I was reading, they were just like, yeah, and they reunited in 2010, but now with Slim. And I'm just like, but then they were talking about like, the band and the recording process and like that album. I was like, yeah, but you didn't have Slim there.
It's not as it's the same way when it's like, yeah, we're gonna go see the Wailers, and it's like, oh, the only person left is like the
Bunny Wailer,
yeah, or like the flutist who played with them 30 years ago,
yeah,
and it's not who you think it is when they say that name anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
So to me, it's like a case by case basis, but that's why it's like, oh, let's go see Leonard, and I'm like,
yeah,
but there's no Ronnie Van Zant.
Yeah.
So is it Leonard?
No, you're seeing a cover band when it comes to that.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so they do still tour together. They don't really tour actually. It's just like kind of big dates here and there. Like they'll hop on like I said, like one of those like throwback festivals and stuff. But they did all get back together and record a song in 2020.
So Slim needs that fucking those shekels.
Well, not even that. I also thought too. I was like, oh, these boys were in lockdown mode because of COVID, and they were just like, fucking, what else were you doing, guys?
They start texting each other like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I feel like it was like they were like locked up in
How
COVID.
you been?
Yeah, and Slim was like, fuck, I'm about the house, bro. Fuck it.
All right.
Fine.
I have before
Check
we
out.
get...
Oh no, hold on. Let me play.
Oh
let
yeah.
Let me play a little 112 for you, and I'm gonna play my favorite song by 112.
Okay.
It's loading. It's loading for all of my YouTube. Both of our bodies dripping wet on the patio. We can make a night you won't forget on the kitchen floor as I softly pull your hair. We can do it anyway. Yeah, I danced to that song for hours in my bedroom. I'm telling you, hundreds of hours I probably danced to that song alone in my bedroom.
Oof, I might need to make a 2000s to like 2010 R&B.
That beat was always so nasty to me. For some, I was just like, whenever it came on, it was the sickest beat to me.
I'm gonna have to do that.
Yo,
I'm gonna wait for you to post it this week.
Yeah.
Listen to it.
Well, I'm gonna give you all of the.
I'm gonna go in, as the kids say.
Go, dog. Go off, King. Go off. Go off. Yeah. So that's your Peacock this week. 112. Go check them out. Check out the playlist, Peacocks and Music, on Spotify. I post the episodes there. Then I grab all of like the songs that we talk about, or any of the cool ones, or the ones that we like or I like, and we post them all there so you can check out 112 if you like what you hear.
Sick.
Yeah.
All right, before we get out of here, I previewed a couple new albums, and I was curious if you got around to checking them out.
What do we got?
The first one
maybe
was I loved the name, and because he was just recently in the news saying the name is dying, like he's killing off this character. And that is Childish Gambino.
I did not get a chance to listen to the album yet. That's one I wanted to sit down on and do the headphone stuff. And there was so much good music that came out this weekend that I was not able to sit down with it.
Maybe you breeze on past it.
Oh,
and that doesn't make. Ooh. I don't feel good.
Yeah, that was one of those, like, when you get shot in the gut and you don't know that you're shot and you keep fighting on, and then after you're done, you look down and you're bleeding and you're gonna die. I didn't see that when you hit me with that. I was like, wait, what?
Now look, there have been a couple times where a first listen did not truly tell the tale, but we were going.
It's because we loved his last album.
We were going to, I think, drop the baby off for the weekend, and I was like, oh, shit. Yeah. I forgot. This album came out. Here it is. Let me just pop it on. Wifey and I in the car. And we were like, huh.
Ooh.
Then we went to the next one. We're like, okay. Went to the next one. We're like,
God damn it, we're at 3.
Okay.
We're
now
3.
We get to 4. I'm like, okay, this one's all right. Go to the next one. I'm like, ugh.
Back to track.
Hate it. That, like,
damn.
So I am not trying to skew your.
I'll still listen to it.
I know you will, but we felt very differently about the Schoolboy Q album,
right?
Which,
yes,
I still haven't really gotten back to, but like
that's different though. I don't know, but
I had better expectations.
Yes. Okay. Wow. All right. Okay. Good to know.
So, that was one that I was like. Now this other one, I'm curious because I don't know if it's something I could see you totally being like, oh yeah, no, that's why I didn't listen to Childish Gambino album yet, or if you're just like, I didn't even know they did this album together. The Pete Rock and Common album.
Oh, I didn't know that Pete Rock and Common did an album together.
So they did a whole album together, and I'd be interested to. I want to put that as some homework for you.
Okay, all right. I'll write that down.
I was like, oh, this is definitely going to be dope. And what I feel like had the realization that I was like, all these beats are sick, but they're also very like Pete Rocky in that way,
right?
Of like he doesn't really leave his dojo too much.
No.
And he's got these samples and stuff, but then I realized the other thing too of like,
all right,
I like the idea of Common, but like I don't like him on back-to-back songs as the only lyricist.
Right.
Him mixed in to a playlist, I'm good. But by like the third or fourth song, I was like, your flow, like uninterrupted,
he's got that like flow and even the tone of his voice that's a little too soothing, a little too smooth. Where after a few years, like, all right, I need a little bit more like attitude in this.
Well, I respect him as like a lyricist.
Oh, yeah,
like
he's amazing.
He
freestyle.
could, like I put him up there with like Black Thought when it's like just go off King.
Okay,
but like
all right,
I was wanting a little bit more from that one, but
It sounds like on the producer and rapper sides of wanting more.
it left more to be desired, I think.
Okay, all
But
right.
there was a couple goodies on there that I was like, okay.
Okay, yeah.
But it didn't, I thought, honestly, with both albums that I was going to like...
You thought you were in for
Yeah, man.
oh sweet, I got like some shit I'm gonna be bumping for a bit.
And it didn't...
Didn't move the monkey.
It didn't move my monkey. And I've been having... 2024 for Jail at the Kid has been basically dominated by hip-hop. Not
It has been. It has
not
been
in a while have I listened to this much
You've been pretty consistent this whole year.
hip-hop, but like for the last couple years, the numbers have been down.
Wow.
So
okay, all right.
I'm wondering if maybe I'm aging out of some of that stuff, but like I felt like both of those were right in my wheelhouse, and they wasn't really what I wanted. So I'm very curious to hear what you got to say.
Okay, yeah, I did not know that album even came out. I saw that the Alchemist and Prodigy are getting together.
Really?
Yeah, they're in the studio right now.
Was it? Wait, Prodigy died, right?
Or
Havoc?
Havoc. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that they're back in the studio right now together. They're gonna do some shit, and I think I also read that like they've got a couple lyrics from Prodigy that they're gonna like.
Yeah,
they might
I'm
make it like
sure
a
they
little
got-
Mobb Deep thing. I think they might release it as Mobb Deep or something.
Yeah, I'm sure they got a couple things.
Yeah, I think it's a like a new Mobb Deep record, and it's just produced by Alchemist. Like they're just bringing them back.
I've been waiting for the Pharrell produced Clips album.
Yes, that one's
That
gonna
is
be.
like I will seek that out. I might even do like a stay up to midnight. Let's check it out. I definitely won't actually do that thing.
We'll see you next week.
See ya.